So Dogpack 404 just released another video about MrBeast. If you haven't known, Dogpack 404 is a person that's coming out with this huge video about behind the scenes with MrBeast. He's done some unethical stuff. I just want to make it clear, it's all allegations. There's no proof that came out about it. There's no court cases about it. I'm just making it clear. It's just my reaction to these videos. These videos are actually very interesting to watch and to kind of see, like, some of the stuff that they're talking about kind of makes sense. And, I'm kind of leaning towards maybe this might actually be a real thing, but I don't know. There's nothing that came out about it. MrBeast hasn't responded to it. This is the second video about it, and he's going to be coming out with a third one, a whole series about it. So it's pretty crazy because he's not making any money off of these videos, and they're going to get millions and millions of views because obviously it's about MrBeast. He interviews this guy named Jake Weddle. It's kind of like a content cop type thing, which I thought was kind of actually interesting that he went that way. And he calls himself in the beginning a Timu content cop. Just about this guy. He worked for MrBeast. And there's some interesting stuff. I watched the whole video. I'm not going to react to the whole video. I just want to pull out some parts. But if you want to, I'll leave the video in the description. It's probably kind of hard to find because YouTube's probably censoring it like they did with the last one. But there's these two interesting parts that I saw that I wanted to kind of share about just like the morality of some people and when you have money and power, what you can do to people. So let's go ahead and watch the interview with Jake over here.
Older comic, black guy. He had a kid. And I got paid more than him, and I thought that was wild because he was older than me, had a child. We're doing the exact same job, and I'm some 20-year-old fuckhead white guy. Why am I getting paid more than him? I brought that up. And one of the things I didn't like about the way some of the V stuff shook out was... I feel really guilty about the way this shook out. Yeah, I was talking to this other writer, it's fucked up, that's how the pay is, and I want you to get paid more, because you deserve to get paid more. I don't have a kid. And he didn't want to rock the boat. He desperately didn't want to rock the boat. He's just, I like my job. I like, because when you grow up with, nothing, not to say that he did, but I know I did, you get a little something, you don't want to lose it. So he didn't want to rock the boat.
So you kind of see that something's about to happen, and he feels really, really bad about it, which kind of makes me think maybe this is actually genuine and this might have really happened.
But he said, "Hey man, if that's how you feel, if that's I trust you." He stood with me. He went to that meeting with me, and I said my piece, and he backed me up. I said, "I need X, Y, Z, or I'm out of here." And they said, "Bet," and they gave me a severance check the next day, and they gave him a severance check the next day. And if I knew.
So that's why he feels bad, because he accidentally got the other guy fired. They probably thought that they were coercing with each other to try to get to leave and to get paid more. And they're like, nope, we're going to cut you both off. It's just sucky how companies are like that, dude.
If I knew he was going to lose his job too, I wouldn't have done it.
You just kind of see,
me, I was over the moon.
Bad.
I was like, you're going to give me a check and I get to leave? I don't get to deal with the how many Orbeez can I fit up my asshole every day, and I get to go home and you're going to pay me to leave. I was over the moon. And he was devastated. He did not want. I said, he just wanted to be in the room,
Yeah, sad. Really sad.
And I really regret that. But, me and him are really still tight. We're still good friends. So
it's just such a horrible thing that he himself wanted to get a raise, and the guy was cool with getting paid like crap, and he got fired for it. I hope the best for him. He says that he found a better job after that, which is good. If you're just with a job that doesn't want to pay you that much, and you ask for a raise and they let you go, you deserve better. Anybody does. But there's another part I wanted to show too. It's about a challenge. There was a challenge, and he was locked in a room for 60 days or something, 40 days or something like that. They hit him up. This is when he left, but then they were still on good terms. So they hit him up, said, hey, we would pay you to go and do this. We'll give you $300,000, some five, 6 figures to be on the show, which is pretty crazy. if he does he completes the challenge.
Of the director over the phone, that would really piss me off. This is a note I got from the director, from Jimmy, when I'm receiving some cash. He said, Jimmy said, can you say to the camera how thankful you are that now you can pay back your student loans? You know how hard it was to do a take of that and pretend to make it genuine?
Yeah, it's kind of hard for a man sometimes to like admit, like, I messed up, I have these loans, I haven't paid it off yet, and then this is gonna help me get out of the hole. And it's like you're taking a handout.
I don't want to have student loans. I don't want to be in a cage. But Jimmy's the guy with the money, and if you do what he says, he'll do what you want. You want your student loans paid off? You just be in this cage. And yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because like these, when you have a lot of money and a lot of power, people will do pretty much anything to get money, and especially if they owe money or they have no money, it's pretty crazy.
You have power over people. When one person doesn't have resources and the other one does, and they hold it over your head, and you go, of course, yeah, I agreed to it. I needed it, of course. Just something about like having the cameras on me all the time. Like I was not having a good time, but we were filming a video, so I was trying my best to be funny. You know, I'm a dark comic. You know, I got bits about. I had a very traumatic life. I have my dad is in jail for sexual assault of a minor. You know, so this kind of stuff is
That's
very
crazy.
near to my heart. You know, I don't fuck around with this shit. Yeah, I have jokes about that in my act. You know, I joke about it because that's what you do in a traumatic experience. No,
I think he does like comedy now. He says something about doing comedy, so he's doing something else now. But before he used to do writing.
abusive relationships. I get out of it. The first thing I do is I do a typine about it. You know, so I'm in this situation where my mental health is not good. My physical health is getting worse, but we're filming. So I'm doing bits. I'm talking to the camera. And I'm being, like, hey, it's been a couple days. I'm not doing so hot, which if I'm filming a video, that's what I should be doing for the camera, but it was too real. If there
It's like he's really, you could tell like how he's acting. Like this is really getting to him. You know how like when something really traumatic happens to you or something that makes you really sad, you kind of try to lead it to like, okay, I'm gonna laugh about this a little bit to kind of just change the mood because I don't want you to think I'm sad. It's just kind of he's trying to constantly do that in this interview. It's really sad to see. I don't know anything about this guy, but he seems like a nice person, a nice, happy person, and he has to come out and talk about this, but it makes you feel some type of way, especially when you're a man and you have to work for a living. This makes you feel some type of way.
I was starting to calculate. I don't know if I could do 30. How much can I? Well, how can I manage to get out of here sooner, and still have a video and still have some cash? And it's just something weird about when Jimmy jokes. I have jokes about my dad because I love jokes with my dad. I'll joke about my dad all the time. That guy's a piece of shit. I hate my dad. But I have friends that make fun of my dad. That's fine because I know their intent. I know where they're coming from. When Jimmy joked with my dad, and I said that to seem weird. I don't like it. We were doing that one of those hide and seek videos. Again, at the time they were a lot realer. So I got caught, and when you get caught, you go to the place where you get caught. And I don't know if there's footage of this. I don't know if I definitely.
It's really weird too because he's saying he was in other videos, which he is, and he got paid to be a contestant, which is really shady and weird. I never knew that you could pay for people to pay a contestant to like lose. Because if you're like an employee and you're on a contestant, you're gonna lose regardless, right? Because why would they make you win? Not unless they don't pay you out.
Didn't make the final cut. But he says to me, "All right, you're going to jail. Like your dad."
Dang.
And like it's a joke, but when my friends do it, it's fine. And Jimmy just wasn't my friend.
Yeah.
He was my boss.
That's weird. Like he was like, okay, you got caught. Now go to jail like your dad. Haha. And it's like, bro, I don't even know you like that. Like you're paying me. You're my boss. You don't make jokes like that. And it's kind of weird how allegedly Jimmy was acting like they're good friends, but they're not. Like he was just really, really fake. And I've been around employers like that, so I can understand how that is.
I'm locked in a cage at his whim, and I have to do things to get the cash I need to live. And I got these cameras on me all
That's
the time.
sad, dude. That's so sad.
And I
Really, it
unwell.
is.
I had editors coming up to me, saying, "You good, bud?" And I was like, "Yeah, why? You're clearly unwell."
Damn, that
And
sucks.
he goes, "The thing that made me want to, I got to get out. I can't do another day in a year." Jimmy comes in, and I'm asleep. I don't know what time it is. I don't know, it's like 2 or 3 or whatever. He's like, "Why is he sleeping?" I don't know, because I can't sleep. And he comes in, he wakes me up.
So he's about to wake him up, but this part's crazy, guys. This is the video. This is the part I was like, I gotta make a video about this. This is crazy.
And he goes, "Ask me why I have 2 briefcases." And I'm like, why do you have 2 briefcases? And he goes, "Oh, because this one's for today, and this one's for the challenge." And I go, "What's the challenge today?" He goes, You're gonna run a marathon.
What?
22.6K, whatever it is.
That is
You're
crazy.
gonna do it on that treadmill over there. The first challenge I did
That's
was Rubik's
pretty
Cube.
crazy.
I'm dyslexic. I'm dumb. I don't know how to do Rubik's Cube. So your first challenge, Rubik's Cube. I was like, "Oh, I don't want to do it." I was like, "On camera, I don't want to do it." He goes, "Just do it for the thing, my kid." Like there was an element of, "Oh, Jake will do what we want because he's in house." That's one of the reasons why they got me. Jake's he's an inside guy, so he'll do whatever. We can push him a little extra hard because we know he's good. We know he's. I couldn't say no to the treadmill thing.
Dang.
So I people who run marathons train forever.
Yeah.
It's still hard. Again, writer. Do I look like I run? I don't run. Let alone a marathon. Let alone have training for it. So I was in a sunlightless,
Did you try to say no? Like, did you have a choice or?
based on the Rubik's Cube thing and based on all the other stuff, like there was so much pressure to just do it, just do the thing, and if I refuse, it's just, oh, that's the whole video. I guess the budget's, so much money up in flames because Jake said he wouldn't want to do the thing.
So they guilt tripped him into it.
Sport, and I wanted to get the boost, and I wanted the cash, and so I start running at 12. I was able to take some breaks, and I asked him, "How long do I have?" He goes, "Until I get back."
That's crazy, dude.
And I'm running until 3 a.m.
That's absolutely crazy that they did that to him. If this is real, that's absolutely insane that they forced him to do this and they didn't even they guilt tripped him into it. So that's the other part I want to say. Like that's just totally like just that does not look good for MrBeast whatsoever at all. This does not look good for him at all. Sometimes when people get money and power and influence, they have the power and greed and wealth to do this to other people. And like I said, it's all legit. I don't want to say this is real. This is really happening. This guy's coming out and saying all this. And then the guy who made the video, he got a cease and desist letter from MrBeast. I kind of hope he does come out with a video soon, just explaining all the stuff that's going on. Like, all this allegations and stuff coming out about you and your company and the people and the weird people that work there, which the next video is going to be about the weird people that work there. If you're having all these allegations come out and you're having people sitting here like, you have this guy coming on here, a full-grown man coming on here and crying because it hurts so much for him to talk about it, that does not look good for anybody, especially somebody like MrBeast. That does not look good because he coerces people. So I thought that was interesting that this video came out. It just came out like 3 hours ago, so I wanted to kind of cover it. And I hope I get monetized for this video because I've been hearing that MrBeast videos have been getting demonetized if you've been questioning what was going on. But anyway, I just wanted to react to that. Like I said, it's allegations. I'm not saying it's true. I just thought that was interesting that this video came out. I'll see you guys in the next one.